Hello guys, welcome to the Fifth Down Huddle. Right off the bat here, I'm going to ask you to subscribe and like the video if you do enjoy the content I give you. But besides that, let's get right into it. Let's huddle up. So, some interesting news came out this weekend. The Raiders, it has been speculated that the Las Vegas Raiders, not Oakland Raiders anymore, are going to offer Tom Brady $60 million over the course of 2 years. That was kind of some bombshell news because it brought a lot of light to the question. It kind of makes it a lot more legitimate of will Brady be with the Patriots next year. I mean, I think it's pretty obvious to everyone that he's not retiring. I think that, I don't know, I don't see it happening. I don't see Brady quitting. He's not the type of quarterback to quit. I personally believe he will play until he is dirt trash and until he does not get signed by a team. His father actually said in an interview once that he believed that Brady's tenure with the Patriots would end poorly, and the reason for that is that he believes, Brady never wants to quit. The only reason Brady ever actually considers retiring is because other people tell him to. It's not because he actually wants to retire. He said that Brady wants to play well into his 60s if he possibly can. That's why you see him spending all this time on this whole pliability thing, because he wants his body to be able to survive, to thrive. And when people say, oh, his arm is washed, here's the thing. I don't think your arm becomes washed. I really don't. I think you can throw a ball well into your 60s. But what does become washed is your body's ability to take hits. And once your body can't take a hit, you become a lot less confident stepping up in the pocket. You become less confident in leaving the pocket, less confident in throws if there's pressure on you. Just all your statistics drop. If you have a lot of time still, and if you know how to evade sacks well, like Brady does, then you can play for a long, long time. And I would not be surprised if we saw Brady play for another 5 years, because I think his arm's going to be just fine. We saw it several times this year. He can still throw a dart of a pass. But the larger looming question is his body there? And with all this work with pliability, you got to figure he's going to be able to make it a few more years. I mean, he took some hits this year, and he seemed fine. He didn't seem washed this year. I feel like a lot of people bring that message up of, is Brady bad? Is he washed? I don't think he is. I think that if you put Tom Brady on the same team that Patrick Mahomes has, Tom Brady would have had an MVP-worthy year. I think Tom Brady's supporting cast was the main reason for him not having Tom Brady-esque numbers. He still had good numbers, but just not Tom Brady-esque. But yeah, back to the main point. Do I think Tom Brady's going to the Raiders? If I had to bet money on it, I would say he's going to take the hometown discount with the Patriots, come back to New England, and stay with the home team. I think deep down that's what he wants to do. He wants to stay with the Patriots till he retires. And he just wants to be with one team. He doesn't want to have to learn a new offense here already this old. He doesn't want to spend all the time getting into a new system. And I think that a big part of that is just, like I said, he just doesn't want to take the time to do that. He wants to play, and he wants to be on a good, solid team. But I do think he's willing to go through that, learning a whole new offense, new system, new coach. You got to remember, he's only ever worked with Belichick. So, I mean, of course, excluding college and high school, but he's only ever worked with Belichick as head coach quarterback duo. But yeah, Tom Brady, he can go to Oakland, but I think really what it's going to come down to is weapons. There were a lot of reports that came out about a week ago, maybe 2 weeks ago actually, where they were saying that Tom Brady wants more money, and I can't buy that. I really can't. His wife is worth more money than him. He'll have a heck of a lot of money in endorsement deals throughout the rest of his life. I mean, he'll be 60, and he'll still be doing a ton of endorsement deals. The best quarterback of all time, of course, some big companies are going to want him on their team. But yeah, back to the main point yet again. If I had to bet money on it, I would say Tom Brady's going to stay with the Patriots. I would say that he's going to take a hometown discount, and he's going to expect that the Patriots sign a couple offensive weapons, like A.J. Green, Austin Hooper were some big names. But there's also other possibilities. Antonio Brown comeback, Des Bryant signing, all sorts of things that could happen. The report came out that Tom Brady's a big supporter of Antonio Brown and that he wants Antonio Brown to come back. But that's not really his choice at this point. I don't even think if another team would. I think that the biggest possibility is I think that teams are going to wait for Antonio Brown to kind of prove that he can maintain this no-nonsense decision-making, to quote The Office. No-nonsense decision-making all the way throughout the offseason. And if he does, I think that we could see him getting signed to either the Steelers, the Raiders, or the Patriots, because those are the offenses he's familiar with. Most familiar with the Raiders and the Steelers, but he had a stint with the Patriots, so he knows something about it. So I think that due to the fact that a team probably won't sign him until well through the offseason, I think that if he does get signed, it's going to be by one of those three teams, and it's going to be a reunion. I would seriously count out the Steelers, but the Raiders and the Patriots are still a possibility. But yeah, I think that the Patriots are the top target for Brady. I think that's where he wants to go. It's where he wants to be. He wants to be home. That is his home. He wants to stay there for the rest of his career. That's my take. And if I had to bet money on it, I would say Tom Brady is going to stay with the New England Patriots, and he's going to take the hometown discount. But again, it also falls not on money. I don't think it's focused on money here. Like I said, I don't think Tom Brady cares about the money. He doesn't need the money. I think what he cares about most of all, which I think he'll sacrifice money for, is weapons. He's been taking hometown discounts for a long time, and they've only set him up with a really good receiving core a few times out of those 20 years. And this last year was not a good receiving core at all. So you have to kind of just go back and look at it and say, it's just got to be the weapons. They have to promise him somehow, prove it to him that he's going to have some weapons to work with. Because if not, then it would most likely be the Raiders. Because the Raiders have a star running back coming up. They have the new big tight end, Darren Waller. They've got some offensive weapons. I think they can make another big signing or two. And I think you could have a pretty high-powered offense with Brady under center in Oakland. I think they're also on the edge with Derek Carr because I think it's Derek Carr. Sorry, I get those mixed up sometimes. But I think that Oakland is kind of on the edge Las Vegas is kind of on the edge with whether or not to keep Derek Carr, whether or not to move on. And I think that a bridge, which I brought up in a few videos ago when talking about Brady as well, was just the bridge of, if you're going to get a new quarterback, it'd be nice to have a very high-skilled veteran to teach that quarterback, to set an example for that quarterback. Like if the Raiders draft a quarterback in the draft, I think that to have Tom Brady there, I mean, just imagine it. Tom Brady giving him all of his pointers, all of his little tips and tricks he's learned in 20 years. That would help a quarterback astoundingly. If I were a quarterback coming into the NFL straight out of the draft, I would definitely want to work under Tom Brady. I'd say, well, hell, yes, I'll work with Tom Brady. Give me a shot. My gosh. I mean, I'll work with Tom Brady. I need to learn some stuff from him. I'm a rookie quarterback in the NFL. This guy's got 20 years of experience and 6 Super Bowls under his belt. Count me in. I don't think any quarterback's going to put that down. I think that would really, really help the development and speed up the development of a young quarterback rather than just throwing him in there and having Derek Carr teach him. Because Derek Carr, he's a fine quarterback, but he's nothing to write home about. I don't think there's much that he can teach him about being a better quarterback than Derek Carr, is my point. He can kind of fast forward him to the level of Derek Carr, but going further than that, it's a hard thing to ask. And some may bring up the argument of, well, Jacoby Brissett and Brian Hoyer and Jarrett Stidham, they're all not very good quarterbacks, and they worked under Brady. Well, yeah, but here's the thing. The difference is that you'd have to inform Brady, let him know, like, hey, we need you to help out the young guy. Right now he's focused on getting himself better to win. If he goes to a team in a situation like that, then they can pay him a good amount of money to help them out with that. That can be part of the deal. Like, hey, we need you to help out this young guy. so we can be set well for the future, and we'll give you money to be set well for the future as well, and we'll give you weapons to be set well for 2 years, a couple Super Bowl runs. But yeah, just to end off this video, just a quick video about the recent news about Tom Brady. Do I think he's going to the Raiders? No. If I had to bet money on it, I'd say Patriots, hometown discount, with weapons. A Gronk comeback is possible still. Don't close your eyes to that. There's another report, I think it was further back, but a month ago, where Robert Kraft and the Patriots were still desperately trying to get Rob Gronkowski back in the building. I think it's a long shot, but, keep your ears open. Keep listening. Something might pop up. But yeah, it's all open doors for Brady right now. He can go wherever the heck he wants to. Nothing's tying him down. But I think deep down what he truly wants is weapons and New England. Thank you guys for watching so much. Please like and subscribe to the video if you do like it. Thank you. I will see you tomorrow.